Have you ever found yourself feeling sluggish, uncomfortable, or just not quite yourself because of digestive issues? Maybe you've noticed that things aren't moving as smoothly as they used to, and it's starting to affect your day-to-day life. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many of us over 60 experience changes in our digestion, and constipation can become a frustrating and uncomfortable reality. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. In fact, there are simple, natural ways to get things moving again, starting with the foods you eat. Today we're going to talk about 5 foods that can help ease constipation and get your digestive system back on track. These aren't complicated or hard to find ingredients. They're everyday foods that you might already have in your kitchen. And the best part? They're not only good for your digestion, but also packed with nutrients that can boost your overall health. So, if you're ready to feel lighter, more energized, and more comfortable, let's dive in. The first food on our list is something you've probably heard about before, but maybe you haven't given it the credit it deserves. Prunes. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Prunes have a bit of a reputation as an old-fashioned remedy. But there's a reason they've been a go-to for generations. Prunes are rich in fiber, which is essential for keeping things moving through your digestive system. They also contain a natural sugar alcohol called sorbitol, which acts as a gentle laxative. The combination of fiber and sorbitol makes prunes incredibly effective at relieving constipation. But here's the thing, you don't have to eat a huge amount to see results. Just a handful of prunes a day can make a big difference. You can eat them on their own as a snack, chop them up and add them to your morning oatmeal, or even blend them into a smoothie. If you're not a fan of the texture, you can also try prune juice, which has many of the same benefits. The key is to start small and see how your body responds. Now, let's talk about another fiber powerhouse: beans. Whether it's black beans, kidney beans, lentils, or chickpeas, beans are one of the best foods you can eat for your digestion. They're packed with both soluble and insoluble fiber, which work together to keep your digestive system running smoothly. Soluble fiber absorbs water and forms a gel-like substance that helps soften stool, while insoluble fiber adds bulk and helps move waste through your intestines. If you're not used to eating beans, it's a good idea to start slowly and gradually increase your intake. This gives your body time to adjust and helps prevent any discomfort. You can add beans to soups, salads, or even make a simple bean dip to enjoy with whole grain crackers. And don't worry if you're not a fan of cooking. Canned beans are just as nutritious as dried ones, as long as you rinse them well to remove excess sodium. The third food on our list is one that's often overlooked but incredibly effective: chia seeds. These tiny seeds are a nutritional powerhouse, packed with fiber, omega-3 fatty acids, and antioxidants. Just 1 tablespoon of chia seeds contains about 5 grams of fiber, which is a significant portion of your daily needs. When chia seeds come into contact with liquid, they form a gel-like substance that can help soften stool and make it easier to pass. One of the easiest ways to incorporate chia seeds into your diet is by making chia pudding. Simply mix a couple of tablespoons of chia seeds with your favorite milk, dairy or plant-based, and let it sit in the fridge overnight. In the morning you'll have a delicious pudding-like treat that's perfect for breakfast or a snack. You can also sprinkle chia seeds on top of yogurt, oatmeal, or even salads for an extra boost of fiber. Now that we've covered prunes, beans, and chia seeds, you might be starting to see a pattern here. Fiber is your best friend when it comes to relieving constipation. But it's not just about eating more fiber, it's also about making sure you're drinking enough water. Fiber works by absorbing water, so if you're not staying hydrated, it can actually make constipation worse. Aim to drink plenty of fluids throughout the day, whether it's water, herbal tea, or even a bowl of soup. As we wrap up this first part, I want to leave you with a simple challenge. Pick one of these foods: prunes, beans, or chia seeds, and try incorporating it into your meals this week. Start small, pay attention to how your body feels, and remember that consistency is key. In the next part we'll talk about 2 more foods that can help keep your digestion on track, so stay tuned. Until then, take care of yourself and remember, small changes can lead to big results. Here's to feeling your best at any age. Now that we've talked about prunes, beans, and chia seeds, let's move on to the next food that can work wonders for your digestion: leafy greens. You've probably heard that greens are good for you, but did you know they're also fantastic for keeping constipation at bay? Vegetables like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens are packed with fiber, magnesium, and water, all of which play a key role in keeping your digestive system running smoothly. Magnesium, in particular, is a mineral that helps relax the muscles in your digestive tract, making it easier for stool to pass through. And because leafy greens are also high in water content, they help soften stool and keep things moving. The best part? There are so many delicious ways to enjoy them. You can sauté them with a little olive oil and garlic, add them to soups or stews, or even blend them into a smoothie if you're not a fan of their texture. If you're new to eating leafy greens, start with something mild like spinach, which has a softer flavor and is easy to incorporate into meals. For example, you can add a handful of spinach to your morning omelet or mix it into a pasta dish. Over time, you might find yourself craving these nutrient-packed greens, not just for their digestive benefits, but for the energy and vitality they bring to your day. The fifth food on our list is one that's often associated with breakfast, but deserves a spot in your diet any time of day: oats. Oats are a fantastic source of soluble fiber, particularly a type called beta-glucan, which forms a gel-like substance in your gut and helps soften stool. They're also gentle on the stomach, making them a great option if you're dealing with digestive discomfort. One of the simplest ways to enjoy oats is by making a warm bowl of oatmeal in the morning. You can top it with fresh fruit, a drizzle of honey, or even a spoonful of chia seeds for an extra fiber boost. If you're not a fan of oatmeal, you can also use oats in baking. Think oatmeal cookies or homemade granola bars. And for a savory twist, try adding oats to soups or using them as a binder in veggie burgers. Now, while these 5 foods, prunes, beans, chia seeds, leafy greens, and oats, are incredibly effective at relieving constipation, it's important to remember that they work best as part of a balanced diet. That means incorporating a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins into your meals. It's also a good idea to pay attention to how your body responds to different foods. For example, some people find that certain foods, like dairy or processed grains, can make constipation worse. If that's the case for you, it might be worth experimenting with your diet to see what works best. Another tip to keep in mind is the importance of regular physical activity. Even something as simple as a daily walk can help stimulate your digestive system and keep things moving. If you're not used to exercising, start with just 10-15 minutes a day and gradually increase your activity level as you feel comfortable. As we move into the final part of this video, we'll talk about how to put all of these tips together into a simple, actionable plan that you can start implementing today. We'll also touch on some additional lifestyle changes that can make a big difference in your digestive health. But for now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods to help with constipation? What's worked or hasn't worked for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life after 60. Until next time, take care of yourself. And remember, your health is in your hands. Small, consistent changes can lead to big results, and you're never too old to feel your best. We've covered a lot of ground so far, and by now you're probably feeling more confident about how to tackle constipation naturally with the help of prunes, beans, chia seeds, leafy greens, and oats. But before we wrap up, let's talk about how to bring all of these tips together into a simple, actionable plan that you can start today. After all, knowing what to do is one thing, putting it into practice is where the real magic happens. First, let's revisit the importance of hydration. No matter how much fiber you add to your diet, it won't do its job properly if you're not drinking enough water. Fiber absorbs water to help soften stool and move it through your digestive system, so staying hydrated is absolutely essential. Aim to drink at least 6-8 glasses of water a day, and if you find plain water boring, try adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or even a sprig of mint for a refreshing twist. Herbal teas, broths, and water-rich foods like watermelon and cucumbers can also contribute to your daily fluid intake. Next, let's talk about timing. One of the best ways to support your digestion is to establish a regular eating schedule. Try to eat your meals at the same time each day and don't skip breakfast. It's a great opportunity to kickstart your digestion with a fiber-rich meal like oatmeal topped with chia seeds and fruit. Eating smaller, more frequent meals can also help prevent your digestive system from getting overwhelmed, which can sometimes lead to constipation. Another tip is to listen to your body. If you feel the urge to go, don't ignore it. Holding it in can make constipation worse over time. Try to create a relaxed routine around your bathroom visits, perhaps after breakfast or another meal when your digestive system is naturally more active. And if you're struggling to go, try elevating your feet on a small stool while sitting on the toilet. This position can help align your colon and make it easier to pass stool. Now, let's touch on the role of probiotics. While we've focused on fiber-rich foods, it's also worth mentioning that a healthy gut microbiome plays a key role in digestion. Probiotics are beneficial bacteria that help keep your gut in balance, and they can be found in foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha. If you're not used to eating fermented foods, start with small amounts and see how your body responds. You might also consider talking to your doctor about whether a probiotic supplement could be helpful for you. Finally, let's not forget the power of movement. Regular physical activity is one of the most effective ways to keep your digestive system functioning smoothly. Exercise helps stimulate the muscles in your intestines, making it easier for stool to move through your colon. You don't need to run a marathon or hit the gym. Simple activities like walking, swimming, or even gentle yoga can make a big difference. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week, but remember, even a little bit of movement is better than none. As we come to the end of this video, I want to leave you with one last thought. Small, consistent changes can lead to big results. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet or lifestyle overnight. Start with one or two of the tips we've discussed, maybe adding a handful of prunes to your daily routine or swapping out white bread for whole grain options. Over time, these small changes can add up to a significant improvement in your digestive health and overall well-being. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What tips have worked for you? What challenges are you facing? Sharing your experiences can not only help others but also create a sense of community and support. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life after 60. Whether it's boosting your energy, improving your digestion, or simply finding joy in the little things, I'm here to help you thrive at any age. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, your health is your greatest wealth. Here's to feeling lighter, more energized, and more comfortable in your own skin. Until next time, take care of yourself, and keep shining.